Thank you. So when Luke asked me to actually come here and speak about micromobility and bring a micromobility asset, I was thinking to myself, actually we're not a micromobility company. And actually we don't produce any hardware. So what am I going to talk about? And then I decided to do what they say in dating. Just be yourself. And so I came here to talk to you about the business model innovation, okay? I came here to tell you how GoTo actually managed to crack the mobility paradox and make money in this industry. So we all know that this industry is growing. Shared mobility is booming. More and more people are using shared mobility, and this is only going to grow. But what happens when the trend is growing? Lots of players enter the market, and there's a lot of actors there. Today, cities are really pushing for shared mobility, and as you can see, a lot of them are making bike lanes. But again, going back to those players, we have tons of players in our streets, but the problem that all of those players face today, especially micromobility companies, is actually that there is lack of loyalty. And why is that? Because there's very little differentiation between the different players. And as a result, they have poor unit economics. So here we're faced again at GoTo, thinking about the mobility paradox and how we can actually solve it. Because on one hand, cities are there, they're promoting shared mobility, users love it and use it all the time. And on the other hand, none of the existing companies can actually make money in the industry. So in order to understand what's happening, let's speak about the fallacies of the industry. On one hand, we have micromobility players spreading tons of assets on the streets, acquiring many users via low cost of acquisition. But the problem that they have is that they cannot make enough money. Their average ride is between $1 to $2. So where can you actually make money? The money is in the cars, where ARPU can range from $10 to $50 to even $150. But the problem that all the car sharing and ride-hailing companies face is that the CAC is very high. And at the end of the day, you spend the ARPU that you generate to acquire those users. So what's the way to actually make money in this industry? The only way is by becoming multimodal. And that's exactly what GoTo is. We acquire the users for low cost of acquisition via micromobility and upsell them higher revenue generating services such as the cars. And thereby we change dramatically the unit economics and the return on the investment. And how do we do that? We do that thanks to the mobility wallet. So when a user enters our world of mobility, our supermarket, they actually get coupons to try different types of services. So you come in as a kick scooter user, for example, and then all of a sudden, you get €9 to try the car. And you're asking, €9, that's a lot of money. But actually paying that to Facebook or Google would cost me 50 or even €100 to acquire those users. So by now, you probably understood that GoTo does things in a different way. GoTo doesn't focus on bringing millions of users to our community. It actually focuses on 100,000 people that use our service on a daily basis, okay? Just like a Colgate strategy. Have you heard about it? We focus on users that actually brush their teeth every day in the morning, right? When you go to work and hopefully when you come back and sleep, we focus on those daily commute of users that do it every day. And this is how we actually manage to get this community. Now, every month, those users, they pay us between $2 to $10 to be part of our community. And what they get in exchange is different benefits and better availability. And for example, a lot of the coupons that you get from this mobility wallet. Now, if you're wondering whether multimodality works, it actually does. If the slides were passing each other, you would see the statistics. So actually, I'll tell you verbally. When we launched Multimodality, after being a car sharing company, we actually saw the CAC drop by 61%, okay? We managed to convert moped users, 41% of them, into multimodality. And actually, we managed to increase the ARPU from 1x to actually 5x and generate much more revenue from each of the moped users. And it makes sense. Why is that? Because once you come into our mobility world, okay, our mobility supermarket, you don't just come for a kick scooter or a bike or a moped. You also come and you consume other services, such as the car. And we can generate very high ARPU. Now, if we're thinking about our community, the fact that we are locking them in via a membership fee, a monthly membership fee, actually helps us generate a lifetime value that is twice as high as non-member. And our lifetime today, I won't tell you the number, but I can tell you that it's in the thousands, okay? The lifetime value that we can generate from every single person. So what we did at GoTo is actually we managed to acquire users for low cost of acquisition via micromobility, upsell them higher revenue generating services via cars, keep them in our service and increase the lifetime via locking them via membership fees, and increasing dramatically the return on the investment. And this is how we solve the mobility paradox. This is the way to make money in this industry where today so many players are actually losing money. And this is the only way to become sustainable and last. So it might seem simple and logical, and you're thinking, hey, I can do that tomorrow. I can just raise tons of money and do it. But actually, what you need to do is you need to build a great system that is based on great technology, it's based on great marketing experience, and based on great operations. And bringing it all together, it's not so simple. You need to have a great team, and this is what we've been doing in the last few years, bringing the best and brightest team members from high-growth mobility companies and technology companies, building the best technology in class to really create what GoTo is today, the leading multimodal mobility player. Today, we're already present in Spain, in Israel, and in Malta, and we're already profitable in our oldest market and generating cash flow positive. And now what we're going to do is actually take GoTo and expand further into Europe and then globally into the United States and Asia. So this is GoTo, and if there's anything you need to keep from this lecture is actually that there is a way to make money in the industry, and that's multimodality, and multimodality equals GoTo. So thank you very much.